everyone, welcome to business statistics class. So in previous video we had seen some of the important results of random variables. So there were 6 results. So I hope you have gone through those results. Now let us solve few problems based on these results. So the 10th problem is x is a random variable, a and b are two constants. Then write down expectation of x by a. The second sub question is expectation of a minus b, and the third question is expectation of minus x. So the first question is expectation of x by a, where x is a random variable and a is a constant. So we know in the first result and in the second result, that is expectation of ax is a into expectation of x. So here we have the constant in the denominator. Therefore expectation of x by a would be expectation of x divided by a. That is, this is of the form expectation of 1 by a into x. So here this whole term is your a. Therefore we know expectation of ax is a into expectation of x. So here a is 1 by a. Therefore we will get 1 by a into expectation of x, which is again it can be rewritten as expectation of x by a. So the next sub question is expectation of a minus b. So here this is of the form the first result, that is expectation of a. So in place of a we have a minus b. So this a and b both are constant. Therefore we know expectation of a is the constant itself, that is a. So in place of a we have a minus b. Therefore using the result we will get expectation of a minus b as a minus b itself. So the third sub question is expectation of minus x. So here we have to find out expectation of minus x. So here this is of the form expectation of minus means there is minus 1. So here minus 1 is a constant. So this is of the form expectation of ax, where a is minus 1. Therefore using the second result we can write expectation of minus x as a into expectation of x, where a is minus 1, which is minus expectation of x. So always remember expectation of minus x is minus into expectation of x. So the B question is, if expectation of x is 3, find expectation of 2x and expectation of 3x minus 2. So let us solve the first sub question, that is expectation of 2x. So this is of the form expectation of a into x, which is a into expectation of x. So in place of a we have 2. Therefore 2 into, here substitute 2. Therefore 2 into expectation of x. So they have given the value of expectation of x, that is 3. So here they have given the value of expectation of x, which is 3. So substitute. Therefore 2 into 3, which is 6. Therefore expectation of 2x is 6 when expectation of x is 3. So the next sub question is to find out expectation of 3x minus 2. So this is of the form expectation of ax plus b, but here instead of addition symbol we have subtraction symbol. So therefore expectation of ax minus b would be expectation of a into expectation of x minus b. So here in place of a we have 3 and in place of b we have 2. Therefore, expectation of 3x minus 2 would be, so here substitute the values of a and b. So a into expectation of x, which is 3 into expectation of x minus b, which is 2. Therefore, they have given expectation of x as 3, so substitute. 3 3s are 9, so 9 minus 2, which is 7. So see, using the results you can directly get the answers. So the third sub question is, if variance of x is 4, then find variance of minus x and variance of 2x. So just like we had solved expectation of minus x, we can solve variance of minus x too. So this can be solved using the fifth result, that is variance of ax is a square into variance of x. So in place of a we have minus 1. So minus 1 square would be plus 1. Therefore variance of minus x is minus 1 square into variance of x. So which is variance of x itself, and they have given variance of x as 4. Therefore variance of minus x is variance of x, which is 4. So always remember, expectation of minus x is minus into expectation of x, and variance of minus x is variance of x. So in C, the second sub question is variance of 2x. So again, using the formula of, using the result fifth. So in place of a we have 2. Therefore variance of ax is a square into variance of x. So in place of a we have 2, which is a square into variance of x, that is 2 square into variance of x. So 2 square is 4 and variance of x is 4. Therefore variance of 2x is 16. So in C, the third sub question is variance of 3x minus 5. So again this is of the form variance of ax plus b. So in case of addition there is subtraction. Therefore variance of ax minus b would be a square into variance of x. So in place of a we have 3 and in place of b we have 5. Therefore variance of 3x minus 5 would be a square into variance of x. So here a we have it as 3, therefore 3 square into variance of x, which is 9, and variance of x is 4. Therefore 9 4s are 36. And then they have asked to find out the standard deviation of x. So we know standard deviation as the square root of variance. So they have given the variance of x as 4. Therefore standard deviation of x would be square root of variance of x, which is square root of 4, that is 2. Therefore for the given variance as 4, the standard deviation is 2. And then they have given variance of 7. So variance of any constant is 0 using the fourth result, that is variance of a is 0. So in place of a we have 7, which is a constant. Therefore variance of 7 is 0. So the 11th problem is, if expectation of x is 4 and expectation of x square is 25, then find variance of 5x minus 9. So we know variance of x as expectation of x square minus expectation of x the whole square. So substitute the values. Therefore variance of x would be 25 minus 4 square, which is 9. So now using the result simplify, which is variance of 5x minus 9 is, here this is of the form variance of ax minus b, which is a square into variance of x. So in place of a we have 5, therefore 5 square into variance of x, which is 25 into 9. So we have got the value of variance of x as 9. So 25 into 9, which is 225. Therefore variance of 5x minus 9 is 225. So the 12th problem is, for the following probability distribution, find expectation of 3x plus 5, expectation of 2x square minus 5, variance of x, variance of 2x, variance of 4x minus 3, variance of minus x, variance of minus 5x plus 2, standard deviation of x, and standard deviation of 2x, and they have given the distribution where x takes value 10 and 12, and the respective probability is, that is p of x is 0.8 and 0.2. So for all these sub questions we require expectation of x, expectation of x square, because we have to find out the variance. So now let us solve step by step. First let us write x, which is given, and p of x, which is also given. Now let us find out x square, which is 10 square and 12 square, and then expectation of x is x into p of x. So fill this table, that is x into p of x, that is 10 into 0.8 is 8, and 12 into 0.2, which is 2.4, and take the summation, that is add these two, which is 10.4. And then to get expectation of x square, we have summation of x square into p of x, that is x square into p of x, that is 100 into 0.8, which is 80, and 144 into 0.2, which is 28.8. So add these two values, which is 108.8, which is your expectation of x square value. Therefore expectation of x is summation x into p of x. So we have got that value, which is 10.4, and expectation of x square is summation x square into p of x, which is 108.8. So now let us find the first sub question, that is expectation of 3x plus 5. So this is of the form expectation of ax plus b. So here a is 3 and b is 5. So using the result, we can write expectation of 3x plus 5 as 3 into expectation of x plus 5. That is expectation of ax plus b is a into expectation of x plus b. So 3 into expectation of x is 10.4 plus 5, which is 36.2. So if we were not aware of the result, then how we would have solved this is, we have x and then find out 3x, that is 3 into 10 and 3 into 12, and then we have to add 5. There would be another table, that is 3x plus 5, and then we used to multiply with the probability and then take the summation. So it would be a long method. Instead of that, by using result, we can directly solve such problems by just knowing the expectation value. So therefore expectation of 3x plus 5 is 36.2. So the next sub question is expectation of 2x square minus 5. So we can write this as 2 into expectation of x square minus 5, which is of the form expectation of ax minus b, which is a into expectation of x minus b. So here in place of expectation of x, we have expectation of x square. So therefore 2 into expectation of x square minus 5, that is 2 into, we have expectation of x square value as 108.8. So 2 into 108.8 minus 5, which is 212.6. So the next sub question is to find out variance, which we can solve using the formula expectation of x square minus expectation of x the whole square. So substitute. Therefore the variance is 0.64. And next they have asked to find out variance of 2x. So using the result, variance of ax, which is a square into variance of x. So a square, in place of a we have 2, therefore 2 square into variance of x. So we got the variance of x as 0.64. So substitute. Therefore, variance of 2x is 2 square into variance of x, that is 4 into 0.64, which is 2.56. So the next sub question is variance of 4x minus 3. So this is of the form variance of x minus b, which is a square into variance of x. So in place of a we have 4. Therefore 4 square into variance of x, which is 16 into 0.64, which is 10.24. And then they have asked to find out variance of minus x. So we know variance of minus x is nothing but variance of x. Therefore, variance of minus x is 0.64. And then they have asked to find out variance of minus 5x plus 2. So here this is of the form variance of ax plus b. In place of a we have minus 5. Therefore, variance of ax plus b is a square into variance of x. So a is minus 5. Therefore, a square would be minus 5 whole square into variance of x, which is 25 into 0.64, which is 16. And then they have asked to find out standard deviation of x. So we know standard deviation as the square root of the variance. So therefore, square root of variance of x, which is square root of 0.64, which is 0.8. And the last sub question is variance of 2x. Standard deviation of 2x. So standard deviation of 2x would be square root of variance of 2x. So we have already got what is the variance of 2x, which is 2.56. Therefore, standard deviation of 2x is square root of 2.56, which is 1.6. So with these problems, we have completed the fourth unit, that is probability and random variables. So go through all the results and all the problems that we have solved, and also try to work out all those problems. So in the next class we will start with the fifth unit, that is time series analysis. So that's it for today's class. Thank you.